Definitely the woods are popping right now with all this rain and got a number of submissions this time around. First, April Wyman with a beautiful bouquet of Chopino mushrooms that she grew from a kit from Seta Mushrooms, a farm that several of us did a day trip to earlier this year. And she also found beefsteak polypore, which I did as well in the last month. Fesculina hepatica, or Americana. They, as of 2022, they've split that off into a new species. I think it has larger pores. I'm not sure all of the distinctions, but see that in the bottom left there. So they're her before cooking and after. Most of these you can see the cioppino in the middle here with the green beans. That is the beefsteak. And then the left there, she had some pumpkin bisque, which sounds nice and fall-like, with the cioppino mushrooms on top. Um, yeah, so looks delicious. I I with the beefsteak I took, I just marinated that and ate fresh, which I find I prefer to a cooked beefsteak. I've had it both ways, but be curious to hear how hers was. And then my friends Susan Bornstein and Tony Archero found some great chicken of the woods on the 4 Mile Run Trail, and she made a Mexican tinga recipe, which looks really delicious with chipotle with adobo. That's one of the things I love about chicken of the woods. It's so versatile, and that looks fantastic. Um, this was just something that Omar sent me on the fly, but I decided to include it. He didn't specifically send it for this purpose, but um, some of you may recognize this as a what we call a blusher mushroom, Amanita rubescens, which is one of the edible amanitas if you dare. I asked him what it tasted like, and he basically said nothing special, just another tasty mushroom. Which, of course, the way he prepares mushrooms, I'm sure was very tasty. And then a new member, Ken Isaacman, sent a couple of pictures of really choice looking lion's mane, choice being in mint condition, as well as lion's mane being just a very choice mushroom to find. He found both of these in the Shenandoah Valley and sauteed both of them in butter, one with a Thai peanut satay sauce and the other with tamari, which looks really delicious. Another very versatile mushroom in terms of flavor that can kind of just soak up whatever you cook it with. And then this past weekend, I walking with my friends and her toddler who loves foraging and found baby's first puffball. And luckily it was nice and pure white inside, which is of course what you need it to be if you are going to partake of this mushroom. Um, you can see the next picture there. I just sliced it in thin slices and like pan seared it and then roasted it with tomato sauce and cheese, like a little mini pizza. I gave some to my friend also who did something similar, but he breaded and fried it first. He loved it. I'm gonna have to say I was not a big fan of it this way anyhow. Wasn't bad, but just, certainly not the texture of pizza dough. But I guess if you're doing keto or something like that, maybe an okay substitute. And then I also around the same spot I found some heather woods, nothing special here, but um the friend I was with was like, I'll pass. It wasn't it it had a lot of kind of dirt that had been bedded. And what I did is I kind of just peeled it, because the dirt had somehow grown into it with all of this rain, and so it wasn't something you could really easily clean. But it was worth it. I thought it was delicious, just a simple pan saute, um, and added to some rice and beans for a quick meal. Oop. And that's all I have this month. Just a reminder to send me pics of the hopefully the fresh mushroom and whatever you've prepared with it, so we can see the before and after, to culinary@mawdc.org. Have a good one.